Death Valley Days.
Some of the bloodiest pages in the history of the early American West were written in Lincoln County, New Mexico in the year 1877. There, one of the classic situations of Western fiction, the confrontation between good and evil, was played out in earnest. If the situation was familiar, two of the main players were not. One was a cultured, wealthy, finely bred English gentleman. The other, a New York-born hoodlum, the kid from Hell's Kitchen.
Constable. Swain. Anybody here?
Oh, you wish to see me, Mr. Murphy?
Constable, I hear you and McSwain are putting in a bid for the Army feed contract.
Well, now, Mr. Murphy, I really don't think that's any of your business. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll bid you good day.
Don't you turn away from me. Now, I'm warning you. You make a bid for that contract and you're bidding for a grave.
I see you're still making threats, Murphy. Go for it, Evans, so I can blow you apart. Get over there. Be bothering you again, John.
They're trying to cut my throat, Chisholm. I ain't gonna stand for it.
You never cut anybody's throat, did you, Murphy? Just had one of your hired guns shoot him in the back.
What happened to you, McSwain?
Oh, there's really no reason for us to fight, Mr. Murphy. There's enough business in Lincoln County for both of us.
He's right, Murphy. Be smart. We'll all profit.
Well, you worked for me for 3 years, McSwain. And you know I don't split with nobody. Now, this is my territory, and I ain't giving way to nobody.
But, Mr. Murphy, this is a free country, you know.
Save your breath, John. There's only one argument he understands.
Now, you look, Chisholm.
Now you look. If it's trouble you want, start something. I'll bring 100 men into this town and give you all you can handle and then some. Is that clear enough for you?
All right. But this isn't the end of it. You'll see, all of you.
I told you there'd be trouble if we went after that contract. Believe me, John, he's a vicious animal. I know of half a dozen men he's had beaten or killed.
Alex, I've told you. I won't let Murphy, or anyone else for that matter, intimidate me.
I don't believe you have to worry about Murphy anymore. I think he's got the word.
Mr. Chisholm, I hope you don't think I'm ungrateful for your support, but I don't want any violence on my behalf.
Neither do I, John. And there won't be any unless he starts it. You see, we ain't civilized, Johnny, like you folks in England. Someday we will be. But in the meantime, decent folks like you and me and Alex here, we gotta be just as tough as the Murphys. Maybe just a mite tougher. Or we ain't gonna make it.
May I help you, sir?
Yes. I would like to buy a gun.
Any particular model?
Sure, that one right there.
Oh, the expensive one. $75.
Could I have some shells to go with it?
Yes. The ammunition will be $2.50. And that will make $77.50, please.
You're a lot smarter than I thought you were, mister.
Well, you were rather obvious, my lad, weren't you? I show you anything else, sir?
Huh? Well, aren't you going to turn me over to the law?
Oh, no. Sheriff in this town is a much bigger thief than you'll ever be. You may go. Oh, what's the matter? You sick or something?
Hey, no, I'm a little dizzy, that's all.
Oh, when was the last time you had something to eat?
Well, 3 or 4 days ago.
Oh, well, we're going to have to do something about that, aren't we? Can you walk?
Where?
Well, there is a cafe down the street. Food's not very good, but it is food.
Yeah, I can walk there.
Come on. Feel better?
Yeah. I ain't had so much to eat since... Come to think of it, I ain't never had so much to eat.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, in all the excitement, I don't believe we managed to remember to exchange names. I'm John Tunstall.
Just call me Billy.
Well, Billy, have you any plans for the immediate future?
Yeah, well, I guess just drift on. If that old nag of mine can make it.
Have you considered taking a job?
In your store? Mister, I can't read or write. As for figures, well, you can forget that, too.
No, I meant out at my ranch. I need a stable hand. Oh, it would pay about $25 a month, room and board included, of course.
You know something? I met a lot of nuts since I've been out here in the West, but you take the cake.
Why, what do you mean?
Well, I was going to rob you a while back.
I know.
Well, anybody else would have turned me over to the law or shot me in the head or something. Now, what's your angle?
Well, it just so happens that I need a stable hand. You want the job?
Well, yeah, it beats starving.
Surely does. Now, you just take the road on out west for about 5 miles. It'll bring you to the front gate. Now, when you get there... Oh, no, you couldn't go out there looking like that. Why, my foreman would sick the dogs on you.
Well, now, I'm afraid that's all the clothes I brought.
Well, we're going to have to do something about it, aren't we?
You know, a while back when I was going to rob you, and you got the drop on me, I wonder what you'd have done if I'd have called you.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'd have shot you.
Yeah. I wonder about that.
One more thing, Mr. Tunstall. How you fix for fence wire down at the store?
How much do you need, Mac?
Oh, a couple of 3 rolls ought to do her.
Oh, I've got it. Send Billy down for it, will you? Oh, by the way, how's he working out now?
He ain't. Got no respect for nobody. Won't take orders. Won't do his work. If you take my advice, you'll get rid of him.
Well, he's had a pretty rough time of it, you know. Let's give him a chance, Mac.
You're the boss. Hey, you, Billy. What are you doing?
I'm snoozing. What do you want?
You can do your snoozing when you finish your work. Come on now, get on your feet and get the rest of these bags unloaded.
What for? What's your hurry?
I got another job for you.
What kind of job?
I'll tell you when you get through with this one. Get moving.
lost it. I've left my pipe in the office. I'll have to go back for it.
I've got cigars.
Thanks, sir. You run ahead, Alex. I'll join you in a minute. Use the key, Billy. I'd rather you didn't mar the desk. It's the little brass key.
What's in there? A bunch of papers?
2 things you need most, Billy. Money and a gun.
Open the drawer.
Still don't trust anyone, do you?
Open the drawer and get back over there. I thought you said there was money in there.
In the box. There's $50 in there, Billy.
Well. You weren't kidding, were you?
Have I ever kidded you, Billy?
No. I guess I kidded myself into thinking.
Thinking what? That honest work is better than this.
Honest work. Mucking out stables all day long, fetching and toting and busting your back for what? $25 a month? That's supposed to be great, huh?
Oh, so this is better.
Yeah, it's better. And it's easier, too.
Easier?
Yeah.
Going hungry most of the time. Dirty, uncomfortable, knowing only fear and hatred, rejection. Always running, always hiding. Until someday, someplace, a bullet or a rope puts an ugly, painful end to it all. You call that easy, Billy?
Well, it ain't no problem for me. That's the only thing I've known all my life.
You can change it, Billy.
That's easy for you to talk. You've been on easy street all your life. Look at you.
Oh, I didn't say it would be easy, Billy.
Well, what are we talking about? It's too late now anyway.
Only if you say so.
What do you mean?
What did you come to town for?
I come to get some wire.
It's in the shed at the back.
I'll go get it. Hi there, Mr. Duncan.
Morning. Rig looks fine, Billy.
Thank you very much. Excuse me, I got work to do.
Less than a week ago, I'd have swore you could tame a rattlesnake quicker. What did you do to him?
Man's a most adaptable animal, Mac. You treat him like a rattlesnake and he'll act like one. But treat him like a decent human being and... Anything wrong, Mr. Chisholm?
Plenty. It's Alex. Murphy's had him arrested.
Arrested? On what charge?
I don't know, but I think we'd better get back to town fast.
Thanks for going my bail, John.
I still don't understand what this is all about, Alex.
It's plain enough. Murphy has charged me with embezzling $15,000 from him while I was working for him.
Why, there ain't any basis for it, is there?
I'm sure he's got some evidence. Forged, of course. But since the case will be tried before one of his trained SEALs, the quality of the evidence isn't too important.
Well, Murphy doesn't control the higher courts, Alex. So if the case should go against us, well, we'll appeal and get a reversal.
But what gets me is why is he doing it, and what's he hope to gain?
Howdy, boys. Well, now, what's the matter? You don't look very happy.
What are you trying to pull, Murphy?
Me? Well, now I'm just trying to get back the money you stole from me, McSween. I want you to notice, Mr. Tunstall, that I'm doing it all legal and proper.
Legal and proper? Murphy, you know I never stole any money from you.
Well, this is not the time or place to argue, Alex. Come on, let's go.
Now, wait a minute. Sheriff Grady has got something else for you. All right, Sheriff, do your duty.
This one's for you, McSween. And this one's for you, Mr. Tunstall.
What is this? A writ of attachment against my property.
You can't attach my property. Why, I wasn't even in the country when the alleged embezzlement took place.
You're partners, aren't you?
Yes, of course.
Well, Mr. Tunstall, the law says that one partner is responsible for the obligations of the other.
But look here, this order ties up all my assets until after the trial. Not only my store, my bank accounts, the ranch, all on a technicality.
Well, we'll see you in court.
Oh, Alex, have you got the account books? I can't find them in the desk.
I've got them at home.
Oh, I see.
John? You're not going to just sit back and let Murphy do this to you?
Certainly not. I mean to fight him in every court in the land, if necessary.
Courts. Do you know how long that'll take?
A couple of years if he takes advantage of all the technicalities.
And in the meantime, my friend, you'll be out of business.
Perhaps. But it is the only way.
But it's not.
Look, I have told you I will not, under any circumstances, resort to violence.
John, it's not just your business you're fighting for, it's your life. Now be sensible. Let me bring my men in here.
No! If you bring your men into town, it will only trigger violence and not prevent it.
Now, I'm for law and order. You know that. But sometimes the law ain't strong enough. You've got to bring in muscle.
The law is muscle. Only it's got to be used, otherwise it gets weak and flabby. Look, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I can't let you.
Good luck. If you should change your mind.
You think I'm wrong, too, don't you, Alex?
No, John, you're right. It's the rest of the cockeyed world that's out of step.
Thank you.
Well, what next?
Well, I think we'd better get back to the ranch. Grady will be coming to take over, and I'd like to get everything tidy for him. Who's that? Billy, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm just hanging around.
Now, look, I told you to leave with the others.
Well, Mr. Tunstall, I ain't gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna hang around in case.
In case of what?
Well, trouble.
Look, Billy, I've sent the others away so there won't be any trouble. Now, please.
Mr. Tunstall, I ain't smart like you. I mean, I ain't got your brains, I ain't got your class or nothing. But then you ain't smart like me either.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean people like Murphy and that pig Grady. You don't trust people like that.
It's not that I trust them, Billy. I'm just making sure they stick to the law.
Well, they don't know nothing about the law. They don't even believe in it.
That doesn't matter, Billy. As long as you and I believe in the law, the Murphys can't win. Go on, Billy. Join the others.
Mr. Tunstall, if they do anything to you...
Don't worry, Billy. They won't.
Who was it said you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear?
I think they're coming. Look, get inside of the house, Alex, and do stay out of sight. I'll handle it.
I've come to take over, Tunstall.
I've been expecting you, Sheriff.
You alone here?
I've sent my men away. Place is all yours.
Okay. Then clear off.
I will. Just as soon as you give me a signed receipt for all the property, fixed and movable, which you have attached.
You'll get it when I get around to it. Now get.
The law requires that you give me a receipt for all the property you've attached, Sheriff.
Now, don't go telling me what the law is. You just clear off this here property. Now.
Not until I get that receipt.
So you want a receipt, huh? Okay.
Shot him down. For no reason, they shot him down.
Who did that?
Grady fired the first shot, then Evans while he was lying on the ground. They'll pay for this, Billy. Grady, Murphy, Evans, all of them.
Yep.
They'll stand trial.
You still talking about the law, ain't you?
It's the only way, Billy.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Where do you think I'm going?
You can't take the law into your own hands, Billy.
Yeah, that's what he said. Well, he was wrong.
It's not true.
Ask him.
No, Billy! Wait! For his sake!
Hey, Grady.
What do you want?
Mr. Tunstall was teaching me something. You spoiled it.
The simple, direct, bloody act of revenge was the opening shot in a long and violent war that was to cost the lives of over 30 men. History, they say, never reveals her alternatives. But it's interesting to speculate what might have become of the kid from Hell's Kitchen had he been able to follow the example set by his dedicated benefactor. One thing is certain, the legends of the West would have been deprived of one of their most colorful folk heroes. For Billy's full name was William Bonney, better known perhaps as Billy the Kid. Next week, another true story from our Western past. See you then.